Hello there, lads and ladies. Welcome back to the final match of this weekend's Six Nations, and I believe the next three matches will be on, I believe, on the 24th of February, I believe. I know, kind of a long wait, but honestly, it's needed. Like, the teams, they need time to recuperate, to take a break. That's fair, you know. It continues out for us the month, so it's something to look forward to, at least until April rolls around, you know, because that's when Hogwarts Legacy on PS4 will be coming out, and that'll be something to sink my teeth in, especially to share on the channel, because I'm a big Hogwarts fan. I've always loved Harry Potter, I've read the books, watched the film and all that, and I definitely will be playing that. So it'll be an opportunity to really digest that and enjoy it and like relive my childhood, basically. So England having a good day so far. Italy not so much, but they have picked up in the second half. Italy have been falling into some of their old ways when it comes to scrummaging. There's an awful lot of penalties here and there, like in at the sides during like scrums. There was a little confrontation with one of the guys, like with Owen Farrell on the floor. Like I think he was on top of him and he had his hands like in his face or something like that. So it was only fair that two guys interjected, and then Owen like rolled on top of him and did the same thing sort of to him, really. So that was interesting. But what was funny about that is that he didn't get penalised for it, and neither did Farrell. I was like, okay, fair enough. And then their third try got disallowed. That was fine because apparently it was an obstruction, which didn't make any sense because the Italian guy that was running towards him, he was in front of the guy who had his hands on his back, if you know what I mean. So he kind of like tried to slow himself down by putting his hands on his back. It looked like it pushed him, but honestly, it didn't look like it had any force to push the Italian fella, and I think he just tripped, and somehow they managed to get away with disallowing that try, but that's fine. England came back with a nice, lovely little line-out catch, and they managed to rolling maul it across the line for another try. Italy came back with two tries in the second half, very good tries actually. One kind of stuck through the line, and the other one just completely bamboozled them to go through on the other end of the line. That was all thanks to Cappuzzo. Honestly, Cappuzzo, I think, is the one captain that this Italian side needed to really push them forward. But in this match, it's not really living up to the expectation we thought they were going to do, really. But it'll be interesting to see how they handle it against Wales again. I want to see if they can actually dominate Wales this year, because I feel like they have it in them to do it. Like, because last year, England completely whitewashed them, like no tries, no points whatsoever. They didn't even try for the free kicks. And that's what I respect about this Italian side, is that they're not going for kicks against England, because they know for them to even put a dent into the table, they have to score tries. And they've been doing that. They've gotten 2 tries, so good on them for that. But anyway, talking too long, let's get into the game. At the moment, England have possession. They're in a rolling maul at the moment, and someone is pulling this poor chap's pants down, so we can see nothing but his derriere. Nice, thank you. I have a feeling England, that's... Oh, that wasn't crawling, surprisingly. Alright. Well, he didn't crawl, he kind of rolled. Polar pushing it off. We brought on a lot of subs in the second half in only the 50th minute. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial or hinder us.
Such a threat in these situations, and off he goes. Might go on his own.
Oh, that's a try! Arundel scored another try. Nice one, mate.
Henry Arundel scores.
Get in. Only his second try. Not bad from Arundel. Good stuff. Good stuff. We've at least equalled our score last year. I think it was 32 or 35, I don't know, we're getting close to it. But if we can get another try, then that will at least push us up a good sum, because the points difference really matter in this championship. Like, if everybody beat everyone but then they lost to someone in exchange, it really will come down to points difference sometimes, and in this case it's all about the points difference between England and France and Ireland and everybody else that have lost the game. So if it was down to France or England, it would come down to points difference. And I think England, after this, will have a better points difference due to the fact that Italy was so close to beating France. I feel like they put everything into beating France that they didn't have enough in store for England. But then again, we've got a good understanding of the set plays. Not that Italy don't. I feel like they have been building something, but it's just it's like measuring cats and dogs together in a certain sense. It's like different types of maths, really. You know, like 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 3 plus 1 equals 4 in a certain sense, you know, between Italy and England, really. It's packed here today at Twickenham. Nice to see. Completely packed. What I like to see from our country, coming out to support them. Where Italy, you go to Italy, it's nearly packed half the time. I want to see more of that, more passion. Oh, he hit the posts. Oh. That's twice he's missed the conversion. Although that was due to the third try being disallowed, so they had to go to the far wing for Jamie George to score it, and then that caused Farrell to miss his conversion because it's like on the far end of the wing. So they got what they wanted at the end of the day. Us missing 2 points for the conversion there, and another 2 here. So we had to go in the corner. That's fine, the try's been scored, so that's alright. We've got another 7.5 minutes left of this game. England's showing everything they can to not give it away too quickly. They might have the box kick here, they're a little bit too... Oh, Italy are trying something, but it's not working very well. Slade's been taken off, and Marcus Smith is back on now. They waited 73 minutes before they brought Marcus Smith on. What the fuck? What a waste of talent. What a waste of talent. Like, I can understand if you want to bench him to keep him like relaxed and all that, but you're going to have like a week break. You're going to have 2 weeks worth of a break here, for fuck's sake. It's just silly. Jack Walker's on as well. They've brought on so many subs. Yeah, I don't know what Steve's doing, but it's a little bit... He's kind of throwing all of his coins in the pot, if you know what I mean. Like, save a sub or 2, and they fucked that line out badly. Italy caught that wonderfully there. That was knocked on in the ruck. Yep, that's a knock on by Italy. That's England's ball.
Steaming into him, he's had not much interest in tackling him, to be fair, today. And what you don't want is to fumble over the top like that with Lewis.
Now, what would be good if we can get another try, so then that will immediately negate the 2 tries that Italy have gotten, and that will put us up by, I'd say, 26 points, I'd say, 26 points difference to Italy, so then that will be a good thing there, really, for us, rather than a good 16 points difference. I'm not so sure, we'll have to look at the maths afterwards. Mate, shut up. My man, your man, my man, no. Probably what you lot are thinking about me whenever I talk. Let's see Mitchell. It's a scrum off. Like, not for England. Is this his first cap? Must be his second or something. We have another 5 minutes left, and England's have the penalty here. I'm going to go for the kick. Oh yeah, we gained a penalty try because someone collapsed our rolling wall yet again. I couldn't remember who it was. I think it was number 8? I think it was number 8. I don't think it was Padovani. No. I can't remember what position Padovani is. Is he a winger? I can't remember. England are still in possession. They decide to take the line out quickly. Marcus effed up the kick badly there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what are you doing? They have to take it out because Cappuzzo just completely kaputzed Marcus Smith's kick altogether. I think you might have a rival there, Marcus. You've got yourself a nice little rival in the shape of Cappuzzo there. Okay. See, this is the thing with certain teammates, like, you put like someone like Cappuzzo up against Marcus, that'll be hard to tell because they're both good rugby players. He's injured himself in the process there. I think he's
soon find out.
Pulled something in his ankle. Hopefully he's okay.
Look good. A lot of teams look good when
It's a good thing the 2-week break's coming up. Give him a chance to rest that ankle. So if it's not injured at least, because honestly, watching Cappuzzo play for England, for Italy, I wish, is a good thing really. He's a fantastic fullback. He's actually made more meters than anyone else, actually, this match. Even more than Dombrand, who's made like 73 meters. He's made like 87, I think, meters. Oh, dropped by Italy. That's a knock-on. That's an advantage to England. Honestly, I take the advantage. But they're continuing to run with it. Toje carrying it a couple of meters, but not much. Dan Cole, a big heavy unit taken down by, number 16 there has hurt his head. There might have been head-on-head contact, I didn't see. He's definitely hurt his head. I'll have to look at that again on the TMO if they decide to call it. Number 10 acting as the fullback, because Cappuzzo is kind of kaput at the moment. Oh no, he's back there. Why is he all the way back there? The fullback should be somewhere in the mid-range if they box kick it, no? Italy are still trying to do something. They're trying to hold on to the ball. They're making good meters. They are very... Oh, they're on the halfway line.
Earlier than he would have wanted to replace his skipper. Lamaro has stood up as well.
3 minutes left in this half, in this game. Italy still have it. Oh, Cappuzzo takes on 3 guys, Marcus Smith included, along with Dan Cole. Small lad going up against those 3. Well, I say 2, Dan Cole's probably the bigger out of a lot of them. Oh, slammed him on the floor, bloody hell. Italy slowly making progress and trying to break through that English line. The English rush defence is okay. I wouldn't say it's as strong as New Zealand's, but it's there. But it's like very, like they try to like encircle you in a certain sense. The problem is when you encircle, they could easily throw it out, and then they can just get past that no problem if they have the correct numbers basically. So you have to think when to enclose and when to rush, you know. Italy still have control of this. They've got a good offensive measure here. That was a bit of a poor pass. Doesn't matter, they've still got it. Cappuzzo's in hand with it, and he's running. He's been taken down by 2 English players, and it's been ripped away by number 12 there. Fantastic. That was a fantastic turnover, but also a good run from Cappuzzo there. Marcus Smith drops it. That's a knock-on by Marcus Smith. Maybe Steve was right to leave it too late to bring Marcus on, because he's been a little bit rash in his decisions. He's been trying to rush with the ball in a certain sense. That was a gorgeous turnover. Who is that? Number 12. Who is that? I don't think I've seen him before. Lawrence? Is his name Lawrence? He's got mum tattooed on the back of his elbow. That's how I remember him. Yeah, Lawrence.
To drive forward, and that sort of moment in the game has been a
fantastic beard. He's got a good haircut as well. He's got a good trim. Ollie Lawrence. Ah, they've actually named him Guinness Six Nations Player of the Match. He's been making an awful lot of carries. You can just tell by how dirty his shirt is. That's how we used to tell in our old college days of playing like rugby. You know, if you had more dirt on you, you were basically the man of that match, basically. The more you got stuck in, basically. Although it was kind of unfair because most of the forwards were the ones getting stuck in, whilst the backs were just setting the distance and setting up conversions and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, backs do make plays. It's a team effort. But without the forwards, the backs wouldn't be able to like make those pots at the, you know, the sticks, basically. So 10 carries, 80 metres made, tackles made 7, line breaks 1. Yeah, he's been working for England. He's got gorgeous eyes. Bloody hell, he's got a handsome face. My God. I mean, pause, but still. Handsome guy. I look at Billy Vanapola and then I look at Ollie Lawrence and I think to myself, Ollie, this is the beginning of your rugby career, and Billy Vanapola, this is the end of your career, because I wouldn't say Billy is like you know, downer in attractiveness, but he's been beaten up and like his nose has been bashed so many times that you would think that he's been playing rugby like for like 80 years. Talking of beards, this water carrier guy, he's got a fantastic beard. It's like all the way down here. Good stuff. Really good stuff. We've got 1:06 left in this half. England, would be nice if England could get another try, but it would also be nice to see Italy try and at least get to their third try basis. There's no way that they can get a losing. There's no way they can get a losing bonus points. They are too far away for that, unfortunately.
This is the problem when you have 48 replacements.
He's running across back. Pellegrini thought he was coming off. Now he's not, but he's running back, swinging his left arm as he runs, holding his right very still. I wonder if he's
Right, time's
right
back on.
shoulder, right elbow.
Getting set up for a scrum. Italy scrum. It'll be interesting to see the scores at the end of this, really. I mean, I will say they have improved. I'm not saying like it's expected for England to win. I mean, it kind of is against Italy, but then again, you can never be certain. Italy have shown that they can stand and bang with the big boys when they want to. I mean, hell, they beat Australia in the Autumn Nations, so that's got to mean something. Again, as I've said last time, you know, that was Australia's to lose, but still, it was well earned by Italy, as was these 2 tries that they've given against England. And a possible third try if they can break this line. The line on the English defence is a bit muddy at the moment. They're a bit all over the place trying to cover so much ground. Italy are getting closer and closer. They've decided to kick for the corner. It's gone out on the inside of the try line. So that'll be a 22-metre drop kick, I believe. They should restart, hopefully.
Glimpses of what they were doing last week. They should have won last week.
Why would they do a scrum? A 5-minute scrum? That'd be silly.
The drive was going well.
I think they're going back for a
Yes, France were
penalty. Is this a penalty?
They put themselves in a position to beat the second best team in the world.
Oh, they're going back for a 22-metre scrum. Interesting.
And give more,
Okay.
particularly in that first
Don't think I would have took that, but alright. Take what you've been given, I suppose.
Honestly,
Honestly, the best thing they can do is throw it down to the right-hand side and just try to stay within a group of 3. Try and wait until the last second to throw it off, and then hope that they can try and get past the backs if they can.
Let's hope that they can continue keep to be a rising force in this championship.
And I think, Nick, because Italy haven't been quite so good and quite so impressive as they have in the last few tests, it's slightly more difficult to gauge how good England have been. I think physically,
It's going to be hard for England to score in their own half, but it's possible. It's possible.
Physically, I think England
He's touched him. That's an advantage. No? Yeah, that's an advantage to England. Italy had to do that to stop them from getting more of a try. He's ending it. Why would you end it there?
Proper 12 at 12, and they've looked different. They've looked dominant. Ollie Lawrence has been fantastic.
Why would you end it there against Italy?
Better for England. A win for England.
Okay.
Some players putting their hands up in some key positions. For Italy,
Yeah, interesting game. I'd say the ref did okay, but there was some iffy moments against England where he was kind of like, you know, all right, I'm just not going to penalise the Italian player for like putting his hands in the English player's face. We'll just let that go. Okay. And I'm going to disallow the try, although it wasn't an obstruction. I mean, the English player was behind him at the time, so it's technically not an obstruction. And he didn't even push him, he just put his hands on him to like slow himself down. Questionable thing there, but the rest of the game was okay. England played fantastically, at least until like that second half beginning part, and then it kind of picked up at the end. Italy definitely improved in the second half. They showed very good pace and good offensive measures. But overall, good win for England. Good win for England. Good stuff. Oh, actually, let me see if I can fast forward it quickly, because I want to see if the scores have made a slight dent. Because I think we should be tied with France, if not, or at least in front of France. Scotland are definitely above us, along with Ireland, yeah. Yeah, cool. Because France didn't get a bonus point against Ireland. or Italy, which means we are in front of them by 1 point. We have 6 points, they have 5. Italy have 1 point, and Wales down at the bottom there in rugby sewage. So nice. I mean, it would be nice to see Wales finally get a wooden spoon after so long, because come on, Italy have had enough of them, and I feel like it would be a nice touch if Italy can at least get out of 6 for once, you know. So I'm just happy that we're not in like 5th or 6th. Like, that'd be so embarrassing. But anyway, yes. The next Six Nations match should hopefully be on the 24th or 26th. I'm not so sure. I'll have to have a look of the schedule there. But yeah, long match, very fun, very nice to see England get the win here today with a good bonus point. We've needed that, desperately needed it. The real test will be against Scotland. Sorry, not Scotland. Bad memories coming back. It will be against Ireland and France, I think. If we can pull a win on France, then I don't mind losing against Ireland. Honestly, I don't mind, because Ireland have showed complete and utter dominance, really. Their points difference is only 3 compared to Scotland, so if any team could possibly challenge for the top, it's Scotland, you know, or Ireland. I think it will either go to Ireland or Scotland or England, depending on how things play out. But again, too early to tell. So with that, lads and ladies, thank you ever so much for watching. It's been fun sitting here watching rugby again with you guys, and don't worry, I will be covering the World Cup this year. It should be happening sometime in the autumn. So we'll have our spring, we'll have our summer, and then we will sit down in the cold dampness of autumn and enjoy the beautiful sport that is rugby again. But until the 24th, I'll see you in whatever I next do around here. Take care, my friends.